mountains, and it's not like that saddle I showed you. It's not like that here. It's just like the Ozarks. It's just kind of some hills and valleys, and doesn't look too bad. It's up drainage. It is, you're already at 7,600 feet, I think, somewhere like that. Density altitude with 100 degrees is like out of this, I don't know. You're way, way too high. Don't go that way. South is where you get to Texas and where you get to New Mexico or Oklahoma, and where you get to all the key points in the world. North is only Taos. There's some interesting things to see at Taos, but people don't tend to go that way. Alamosa. Anyway, there are a lot of fatalities here for where people take off and assume that all that runway is going to get them up, get them going good enough, and then they actually leave ground effect before the end of that 7,000 foot of runway, and so they're already bleeding energy like bad bleeding energy. So they got off at VY, and now density altitude and no longer ground effect, VY goes away. And when they get up here, they've got slope, and pretty serious slope, up drainage, and they've lost their VY. Now there is no VX in the mountains, by the way. It's VY. VX becomes VY at about 7,000 feet. The fastest, the most up over distance is the same as most up over time once you get up high, once you get a high density altitude. So anyway, they've run out of energy, and they crash, and a lot of them crash and burn. It's a really dangerous airport because it's in a pretty good sized valley, flat all around, flat quite a ways toward these mountains, flat quite a ways toward these mountains, flat all the way down. This is down drainage. This is the way we want to go, down drainage. That's flat, but there's no visible blue line there. It's one of these. It's only wet when it has come a downpour. But this lake is blue. It is a lake, and then it's a good river out of the lake. This down drainage is like excellent. I could go. I mean, I could blow a valve and still come out this way, no problem, with 3 cylinders. It's down drainage is seriously important in the mountains. I teach down drainage in Kansas, but it's important anyway. It's important, really. 2 things are critical in the high density altitude in the mountains. In the mountains in summer, the basic low ground effect takeoff, stay in ground effect to the end of the runway. He would have made it. Went the wrong way, but he would have made it if he had stayed in ground effect. And if he had stayed in ground effect and gone down drainage, he could have lost 1 cylinder and still made it out to Las Vegas, New Mexico, and landed. It's Las Vegas, New Mexico is 5,600, and he's at 7,600. 2,000 foot of drop down drainage. Go down drainage. Use the basic low ground effect. Use ground effect energy, and down drainage simply means you're using the potential energy of altitude. You are descending, not descending, that sounds like pulling the power back. You're at full power and nose down. It works. It's a good way to be in the mountains. Go out to the plains, and there's lots of airports out there. Go out that way. That's it.